This is CNC World, a new perspective.
Ask anyone who's lived in Beijing, the Chinese capital, and they'll tell you about a staple street food, jianbing. These are traditional Beijing-style crepes, sold everywhere, usually prepared on a trolley on the back of a bicycle. Now jianbing has come to Hong Kong. A Beijing crepe restaurant called Mr. Bing has introduced the snack to locals and travelers, and it's a taste of home for the large number of people from the Chinese mainland living and working there. And the owner is an American.
Located on Wellington Street in Central, Mr. Bing is not only serving the traditional jianbing street crepe in a quick, hot, healthy, and affordable way, but also offering additional toppings and creative combinations to expand beyond the basic traditional jianbing and cater to people in Hong Kong keen to try new food concepts. Brian Goldberg, founder of Mr. Beijing Crepe Shop, chose Hong Kong, one of the busiest cities in Asia, to start his crepe business, enjoying immensely as a trailblazer.
And I just basically put the plan together to open it here because I know a lot of people here that can help me, and found a good location, designed a good brand, and that's why I start the business here. Also, there's a lot of mainland Chinese living here, working here, and a lot of Hong Kong people who go to Beijing who are interested in the food and the culture. So I thought for all these reasons combined, it's the right place to do it.
Goldberg started in Beijing in 1998 and was so fascinated by the traditional Chinese crepe that he decided to create his own straight crepe brand in Hong Kong.
Because back in 1998 when I studied Chinese in Beijing, we eat jianbing every day and we love it. It's very quick, it's quite affordable, and it's right next to our dormitory. So when we went back to the States after graduating from school in China, we couldn't find jianbing anywhere. And we tried making it ourselves at home, but we couldn't quite do it right, but we still want it. And then I started to think that this is quite an interesting business opportunity.
Goldberg followed this idea and turned it into a business plan when he was doing a master course in Columbia University in America.
So I wrote a business plan back then in 2001 to open a jianbing business in New York. But after that, I got a job and I've been working since then. No time to do it. So now that I'm settled in Hong Kong and have a pretty stable life here, I went to Beijing about a year and a half, and ate the jianbing, and then remembered my plan and started to think I want to open my own business because I was reading a lot about Starbucks history and how he wanted to bring the coffee culture of Italy to America and introduce the espresso bar culture to the world.
Goldberg believes that Beijing crepe has the same value with coffee in Starbucks. In order to make crepes taste as the same as the ones in Beijing, Goldberg conducted every procedure strictly with what his Beijing master told him to do. He even offers 4 types of flours: green bean, millet, buckwheat, and purple rice to customers to make them feel more optional when they order food. Inspired and encouraged by the first success in his central shop, Goldberg expanded his business eastward to Wan Chai, where land price soars to very high in city.
Come up with the idea to start our second shop in Wan Chai because central shop was doing quite well, and we want to experience another location in Hong Kong with more local Hong Kong people, like in Wan Chai, and also like a higher foot traffic location next to the MTR station, such as we have here. And also this Wan Chai shop is more of like a standard style shop, square and fully above ground, whereas the central store is a bit quirky and unique, a little bit underground, and this one is more representative of what future Mr. Bing franchise shops or chain shops will look like. So we wanted to standardize it, simplify it, and open another shop to make the operations more efficient and more streamlined.
It turns out to be another success. Beijing Crepe is becoming more and more popular in Hong Kong. Lowering down price, simplifying menu, and adding more choices, those were just the first steps. Goldberg did more than that. He quitted his full-time job in a French investment bank, where Hong Kong young people always dreamed to join into.
I worked in investment banking for almost 8 years. It was very exciting in Taiwan and Hong Kong, and I learned a lot, and I really enjoyed doing the sales trading job for equity. I learned a lot from it. It taught me a lot about work ethic, about sales, about marketing, about serving customers, and working hard and getting rewards. But I think after a while I was very keen to try to start my own business and to try to realize my dream of leaving my mark on the world with a brand, with a new concept, and to introduce the world to jianbing.
Life seems to be much busier since he completely devoted into crepe business. Every morning, he and his staff have to be early risers, as his crepe shop recently has launched a brand new catering and delivery services for international corporations, including Merrill Lynch and Lane Crawford. Goldberg is planning for starting a new shop, even though his Wan Chai shop has just been opened for a couple weeks. He prefers somewhere around Harbor City, one of the most popular shopping malls to Chinese mainland shoppers. Of course, that will not be his final destination. He is dreaming of building up his Beijing Crepe kingdom, expanding business to other Asian countries and cities.
This is CNC World, a new perspective.